Hello, everybody. Welcome back. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Greta, and I'm a teacher with ArtSphere. So today we are going to be talking about pointillism and an artist that uses pointillism, whose name is Jerry Wilkerson. Now, pointillism is when you create an image using little dots, and all of these little dots make up that image. So pointillism is where you create an image through a series of dots or points. And when you're doing this, the dots are supposed to come together and create an image. And artists that use pointillism, they don't need to mix their colors beforehand. So they use pure color right out of the tube. But the dots put together are supposed to create a blended look. So artists that were using this technique had a very specific approach and very specific placements of the dots that they were placing. And that's because different dots had to represent different parts of the image. So today we are going to be recreating Jerry Wilkerson's painting Bananas. And this is a fun little painting that he used through pointillism, and it is kind of silly because it's the subject of a banana. So the materials you're going to need for this lesson are a blue piece of paper, or if you don't have a blue piece of paper, you can take a piece of cardboard and paint it blue, or you can get a canvas and paint that blue. Just you're going to want to start off with a blue base. You are going to need yellow paint, white paint, green paint, light blue paint, and a bunch of Q-tips, and then either black or brown paint. You're also going to need a pencil. So the first step we're going to take is we are going to draw out the banana with our pencil. And Jerry Wilkerson's banana is kind of at an odd angle that moves away from us in space. So we are just going to draw a simple banana on its side to make it a little bit easier. So I've drawn out my banana, and I ended up doing mine in Sharpie just so that you guys could see the image, but I definitely recommend drawing it in pencil because it'll be easier to cover up. So once I have the outline of my banana, I'm going to start filling it in with my paint. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip and dip it into my paint, and I'm going to break up the banana in little dots like that. And right now you want to kind of have the yellow dots spaced out a little bit because we are going to be going in with other colors, and you want those dots to show up and not get too mixed in with the yellow dots. So once I have a first layer of yellow dots on my banana, I'm going to go in now with white paint and start to highlight. So once I feel like I've highlighted my banana enough, I can now move on to the shading. And for this, we are going to be using our black or brown color. So I just did a little bit of shading above my highlight and then a little bit on either side underneath the highlight. So now on the other end of your black Q-tip, you're just going to get the smallest amount of green and just go in on the stem and a little bit down the front of your banana, just very lightly like that. And now I can just go back in with my yellow and kind of fill in whatever blue sections are left and kind of blend the colors a little bit more by making the dots closer together. So once I feel like I've filled in my banana enough, I can start to move on to the background. So for the background, we are going to start from the bottom up, and it kind of has a ombre effect. It starts off with white, then moves to lighter blue, then fades into like the dark blue background with a little bit of white specks. So we're gonna start with the white, and you want this to be pretty concentrated. And we're just gonna start doing some dots on the bottom, like that. So once we have our white down, we can now start to move into our blue. And the blue, the light blue, is going to be kind of concentrated in this area and then start to trickle around the top. So I finished my light blue section and I kind of trickled some of the lighter blue dots down into this area just to blend it a little bit more. And now I'm going to move on to my last step, and this is going to be creating these kind of larger white dots that I think look like stars. And they're just going to be a bunch of dots just really close together to give the appearance that it's kind of like one big dot, like that. And you just want to do a couple of those in the top portion of your painting. So once I finished these star shapes, my painting is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. It was just a fun little way to practice pointillism and to learn about an artist who actually used this style in his paintings. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time.